All right, so our speaker today is well known to this club and to this district. I got his bio from Glenn, and if I read it, he wouldn't have any time to speak if I read all of it. So, so here's some highlights. So we have Dr. Hector Ortiz as our speaker today, and he's the Senior Director of Community Engagement and Partnerships at Central Penn College. He holds a bachelor's degree in civil engineering, a master's degree in diplomacy, and a doctorate in international relations from some university that I can't say. Because, how do you say it, Hector?
Central Penn College.
No.
Guayaquil.
Guayaquil, that's where you guys were in Ecuador. He has also received an honorary doctorate degree in public service from Central Penn College in 2011. He is a charter member of the Rotary Club of Harrisburg Keystone and has served as club president, assistant governor, and district governor of District 7390, and that was the 13-14 year. He is extremely involved in RLI, which is our topic for today. He has attended several district conferences, Rotary Zone Institutes, and international conventions. He runs a business offering consultation and communication, motivational leadership, diversity awareness, cultural sensitivity, and poverty. He is the author of The Creative Energy of Positive Thinking, a basic approach to the genuine concept of happiness. Hector and Marisol are also the owners of Roots of My Land Family Restaurant, which I believe he threw in the chat message there, and they have 4 children. So please welcome Dr. Hector Ortiz. Thank you.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure, and thank you for that introduction, and thank you for the invitation today to talk a little bit about something that you know very well, but as your message in the previous slide says, you never stop learning because life never stop teaching. And that's what I'm going to be using today, your own slides, your own ways to conduct these Rotary meetings. I have been involved with the Rotary Leadership Institute for at least 10 years. I started attending the different trainings and the different levels. There is 3 levels, part 1, 2, and 3, and that is the graduate level. And then I took the training to become a faculty and has been serving as a facilitator, and now I'm the site chair for District 7390. And I would like to share just some thoughts about RLI and why it is important and why we should consider looking for this opportunity to take again. And I'm going to be sharing my screen, and I hope everyone can see that. It's going to be a couple of slides just to highlight the importance of this Rotary Leadership Institute, which is considered the university of Rotary, when people can go and learn, can go and share, can go and practice different ways to become a better Rotarian leader. This year, as probably you are aware and know, it's going to be virtual, and it's going to be on October the 24th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Registrations are open, and you can go to this website and register yourself. Most likely you had attended previously part 1, 2, or 3. And if you are done with this part 3 this year, uniqueness is 2 topics that are considered part of this RLI. In the morning is going to be talking about diversity and inclusion, and during the afternoon is going to be about public speaking and effective communication for the graduate program. But what is RLI? Why we invite you to consider this and be part of this Rotary Leadership Institute? Basically, I would like to share 3 main points or 3 pillars of what RLI can offer to any Rotarian. It doesn't matter if you have been a PDG or you are just joining Rotary. You don't have to have a title to be a leader. Anyone can be a leader, and therefore we can learn a little more about RLI, Rotary Leadership Institute. First of all, it's a development program. Have the opportunity to become better of yourself, to highlight the most important quality, talents, skills that you may have as a leader. But basically do this in 3 areas. One is education. We never stop learning. And all the time that I had the opportunity to attend a different Rotary event, I learned something new. I get some other skills. I recognize some other ways of thinking or acting or behaving that help me professionally and personally to develop myself. Education is one of the main reasons. But there is a second reason which is so important in the work that we do, and it is collaboration. The opportunity to share with others, the opportunity to give back to others if you have the experience of the expertise, but also the opportunity to join efforts that others are taking or that you are taking and you would like others to join your efforts. Therefore, this collaborative approach that RLI offers is another reason why you should attend if you have the opportunity to invest in yourself and more importantly, to become better Rotarian. And the final thing of these three pillars is the exchange of ideas. Not just sharing what you have or what you know, but ideas that can come from that debate of criteria, from that interaction, for that opportunity to just talk about different issues, many times common issues that we face personally, professionally, or in our Rotary life. These are the three pillars, the three reasons why we invite to be part of RLI. But there is other opportunities that we also see, and I would like to use three examples of those that people can get or people have shared what they had got from these RLI training opportunities. The three levels I mentioned already, first level 1, level 2, and level 3 depends what you had attended before. And many times these are different because the curriculum in RLI is revised every 3 years. Therefore, it's not going to be the same, the one that you attend if you did it 10, 15, 20 years ago. Secondly, the graduate program that is for everyone, for all of us, changes every year the topics that we address. But in addition to that, all levels offer open discussions about common issues. This is the first time we are going to be offering virtually, and we are preparing for that. I had the opportunity to attend a pilot virtual RLI 2 weeks ago in Verona, New York, and was very amazing to see how facilitators adapt to this new modality of delivery using online platforms. And secondly, how Rotarians are becoming used to these new modalities and become used to learn some other tools that probably we have never used before, and how to interact and engage in a virtual environment. There's going to be many other opportunities that we will have to do that, but at least this is the beginning if you have this chance on this Saturday, the 24th. But open discussions about typical common issues that we face, problem-solving opportunities, maybe some solutions that others were able to find, that others were able to capture, and they are shared in these sessions, may be something that we need to implement, to try, or to prove in our own clubs, on our own personal issues. And the other thing is the creative role that we play. The facilitator is not allowed to answer all the questions that you may have, but facilitate the opportunity that what is very prominent in adult education is that some of the questions many others who are in the room may know better even than the facilitator. The facilitator may have an answer, but when we share our experience and expertise, we all learn. And that's what we are looking for with RLI, the opportunity to learn in the adult environment that we are living in these RLI opportunities. You can register, of course, there is a link to the website, but the way to do it is explain this little slide, and it's just how to do it. Sometimes it's difficult for many people, but just step by step how you can register and you can be part of RLI. Again, it's going to be Saturday, October the 24th. The time frame is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's going to be some breaks during these different workshops, and the price is $25, which is again very low comparing with what we usually charge in a face-to-face RLI environment. I would like, before going to the last slide, to open at this time if you have any questions, any comments, any concern, or what is different, what challenges do you see, and in that way, we would like to try to answer your questions if you have, but if not, there I will move forward with the last slide. Any questions that you may have so far related to RLI? Who attended the last year from those who are in the audience, the last RLI in 2019? Is anyone here? No?
Hector, are you asking the question of people who have attended, if they have questions, or just the general members?
I would say both. I would say those who had attended, maybe what is going to be different? You had attended before and then maybe you may have that question. Well, those who never attend, what is different? What is happening there? What can you expect? Yes, both, anyone.
Hector, this is Roger Hipple. I've attended and graduated from RLI. I think it was in 2018. I finished up the program. Have not been able to get back for a graduate course yet, and I do have a conflict for the 24th of this year. So, I'll be trying to catch up, sometime in the near future. Highly recommend it to any Rotarian to attend.
Thank you, Roger.
Hector, this is Dennis. I think with the RLI being virtual, this opens up a tremendous opportunity for anyone that cannot attend District 7390s on the 24th. There are going to be others that are virtual that we can also attend going forward. So I think this is opens a great opportunity for many, many more people.
That's correct, Dennis. And until yesterday, when I saw the registration, we had like 31 or 32 people from the 32. 6 persons are from 6 different other districts, which enhance the opportunity to hear other perspectives and other viewpoints. That's what I have seen. And yes, Dennis, if you cannot attend for many reasons, there is some competing events that happen the same day. It's Polio Day, the 24th. You guys had a cleanup service project. And that's fine. All of us has many things going on, but if you are available, please be sure to participate, or you don't have to come just to this one. There is many, I think 12 opportunities that you have during the Rotary year in RLI to attend just in our Northeast RLI.
Hector, I also want to mention that I've been on the faculty of RLI since I think 2004 or 5. And I will tell you that every time I'm on the faculty, I'm learning something new in every class that I facilitate. So there's constant learning going on year after year.
Thank you, Dennis, for sharing that. And that's my own impression as well.
I had a chance to finish level 3. And I know going into level 3, after the 2 levels and already, experiencing some leadership opportunities, just think, all right, what new, what could I possibly gain? A little bit of maybe ego, and excuse me for that. But boy, oh boy, my eyes are open. It's a boom, it smacked me on both sides of the head. It's like, yeah, man, am I glad I came. I gained so much from, and I had no idea what was coming. So just a little word of experience there.
And
Go ahead.
I would say that anybody who is looking at getting into any sort of leadership role within Rotary, within our club, that they should do the RLI. I know Glenn did tell me that he is registered, and he paid for his own, by the way, Don. I will probably sign up for the graduate. It's been a number of years since I did 1, 2, and 3. So I do need to finish the graduate, and I think I'm going to be able to do it on the 24th. So it really is, it is a good precursor for anyone wanting to be in a leadership position.
Definitely.
I just want to underline, there are no lectures. You don't sit and absorb what somebody else is saying hour after hour. It's discussion. There are leading questions. And most of the learning comes from the other participants. A good teacher, and they have great teachers, elicits the wisdom of the group. And one thing builds on another. It's a dynamic, moving, flowing situation.
Thank you, Raf. And remember, this is virtual. And all the time we are learning. I don't know a person who can say, now I am a master in virtual. I can really manage any virtual training or teaching opportunities, because we are learning day to day. There is many functionalities, many things that we are learning. And again, it's another opportunity to start utilizing those that probably you are going to be using next week in your own professions. And in that way, that's one of the challenges, but also opportunities that we have with this virtual. Mid-Atlantic PEX, the President-elect Training Seminar for the President of the Club coming in for next year, is going to be virtual. In that way, we are just preparing ourselves in how we can deal with this new norm. Many things are never going to back, and many things may come back in one way or another, but many others are going to be totally different, and we have to start adapting and adjusting to this new system. Again, this is October 24 from 9 to 2. It's still time to sign in. Be sure you sign in within the next couple of days. And again, we had to plan and prepare because we had a minimum of number of people who can be part of a room, as we had always done physically. But now that it's virtually, it's even more importantly, because we want to be sure that there is engagement, that there is participation, and that everyone has an opportunity to be part of the discussion. In that way, I think the limit is going to be 15 people, and then we have to break and have another room with another group of people if we had more. That's what we encourage. Two things. One is be sure you sign up and share with the Monday club, evening club. I will not have the opportunity to talk with them, but be sure you share this opportunity, encourage them. There is many younger Rotarians in that meeting in the Mondays, and be sure they know that they had the opportunity. And more importantly, the club is investing and paying for this. In that way, you will have many people who may be willing and able to attend this RLI on the 24th.
Hector, one of the big misconceptions about RLI is the word leadership. People feel that they have to be in some sort of elected leadership to be eligible to go to the program or to even have any interest into it. And I've never been elected to anything in Rotary, but I've been certainly appointed to several different positions on the group level and within the local club. I served on a lot of committees, and I chaired some committees and that sort of thing. And it's the value of the RLI is more of a individual growth leadership for the individual Rotarian that will help him not only in Rotary, it'll help him in his business and his personal life and everywhere that he interacts with other people. It's a wonderful way to sharpen some of your life skills. And you know, that's why I encourage everybody who's affiliated with Rotary to go to RLI.
Thank you, Roger. And yes, that's my invite for all of you. Please be sure you share. And the second thing or final thing that I would like to share is on the 16th of November. I think I'm going to be speaking at the Monday Rotary Club with the evening club about Toastmasters and Rotary, or Rotary and Toastmasters. I know there's many Toastmasters already in Rotary, but we're going to be talking about some of the benefits and what we can get and how we can utilize the opportunity that we have to collaborate, to partner between these two institutions, these two international organizations. I just would like to share with you that it's going to be a privilege to talk on the 16th of November. I think it's a Monday, that meeting, to the importance of this relationship between Rotary and Toastmasters. Other than that, I would like to thank you everyone for this opportunity. Thank you, President Don, and everyone to have the opportunity to be here today. I appreciate very much. Remember that we need more Rotarians and more Rotarian leaders. I share in the chat that I would love to see you in my restaurant, Raf. You know that you love the Ecuadorian food. I would love to see you there. Beg a tree in the weekend, just visit us. Roots on my land in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Other than that, thank you again so much. And it is really a pleasure to be here with fellow Rotarians that I love and that I really appreciate very much. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Hector. Just one last opportunity for any last questions. If there's that nagging little, oh, should I ask it or not? Go ahead. Anybody?
Yeah, this is Dennis. I don't have a question. Well, I guess I do. Hector, I think one of the things that really is facing clubs now, one issue, is engaging members because of being on Zoom. I think it's far more difficult now. And I hope that's something that comes up in one of the sessions. And I think it would be important for it to go up in each level, 1, 2, and 3. Because I know that's an issue that our club's having, is keeping members engaged.
That's correct, Dennis, and I hope people raise those questions because there are some best practices that are being created. Remember, this is just 6 months old venue or channel of delivery that we are using, and we are learning in the process. The same issue has many other service organizations, and many of those are rediscovering ways to engage and to attract. We have seen that from my own perspective, my own club, people who are in the category, the age category of 55 plus may not even join all the meetings or may not have all the capability or recognition of all the tools that we have to participate in a meeting. And even participate in the chat or sharing in the chat or sharing a document in the chat or how to do breakout rooms or many things that these virtual meetings bring is an opportunity for you and for us as a Rotarians to start creating those opportunities to learn those tools. Everyone can be part of this, and then we create inclusion in our own cloud. But yes, that would be great to share and ask those questions. And I think, Dennis, you're going to be one of the facilitators for the 24, and it would be great to start from ourselves those questions. Thanks for the question.
And even without having in-person and COVID, engaging members was always a challenge of a majority of clubs anyway, and it's all the more challenging. And it happens to be my very first goal as president this year is member engagement. And we have lots of opportunities with the service projects coming. And then, of course, another goal of mine is developing leaders within our club. And I hope to see 5 members from our club attend RLI this year, or at least a district development event, if not RLI. So Hector, I wish to thank you for your continued work to develop service above self leaders among us. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody, please unmute your mics and a big round of applause for Hector. All right, any last items for the good of the club, anybody? If not, have a great weekend and go out and serve like never before.